So I'm Hunter from Big Bang Radio, and I have with me today Mr. Cookie the Herbalist. So how's it going, man? How are you doing?
Well, I'm quite alright, thank you very much. I'm still a bit tired because I turned 36 like 2 days ago, and yeah, with 36 you need some sleep, but today I had to wake up early, so yeah, on the road since early. But me alright, thank you very much, and thanks for having me in your show, yeah?
Oh yeah, no problem. So you're 36 years old as of 2 days ago.
Already, yeah.
So how long have you been doing music, like, for a career?
For a career, let's say, most like 10 years now.
10 years?
But I'm doing reggae music like almost 20 years now. Reggae and dancehall, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And actually my singing career, if you want to call it so, started at a very young age actually, in a church choir back in Italy. Yeah, I had to sing with the Nuns in a choir, yeah. But that actually gave me the strength to stand on stage and sing in front of people, yeah, and made me find out my love for singing and stuff. So it's not too bad though.
Is that like stereotype of like the old strict nun? Is that real? Or are they actually like nice?
With the uniform, you know, with the uniform, and I hated to wear my uniform. It's like in Jamaica, you have to wear a uniform to go to school, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they are that strict.
Yeah, they still are, I guess, yeah.
That's crazy.
Maybe not in every school, but
right.
Yeah, back in the 80s, it used to be like that.
So, like, you started off in like a church choir?
Yeah,
in Italy?
In Italy, because my father is Italian, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a former football player, soccer player.
No, I figured you meant like soccer, but we won't go into that. Like,
no problem.
No,
yeah, but I play football here and then as well. So it's in my DNA, same way.
Okay, so like, what was the draw to reggae? Like, what about reggae like captured you so much?
Well, I was actually quite lucky because my parents, they had like a big LP collection, a vinyl collection, and next to stuff like the Stones and Bruce Springsteen, Janis Joplin and Bob Dylan and all those bands and singers, I was lucky to find some Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and Garnet Silk and that type of music. So from the first vinyl I put on as a youth back then, reggae got me. That special kind of vibe just took me, you know.
Just the hooks caught you, right? Like,
yeah, it's kind of, I can't really describe this feeling. First time I heard reggae music, it was like, yeah, this is my sound. I actually love other music too, but reggae is my sound.
Right. That's yeah. So you've been involved with music your entire life. So I'm assuming you write all your own lyrics.
Exactly, I do.
But do you also produce the tracks? Do you make the music behind what you're singing, or like how does that work?
No, actually, I just work as a writer and singer and artist, of course. I work with different producers.
Okay.
From all over the world, like people like House of Rhythm.
Okay.
From Austria. I work with people from New Zealand. I working with producers from Jamaica, from the US, from all over Europe. So here and then I get some rhythms and they ask me if I want to voice it for a selection or a single, and if I like it, I work on it. And even on my albums, you can find like a nice mixture of different producers and different bands giving me the rhythms that I like to have.
Right. So when you're looking for music to perform over, is there anything in particular you're looking for, or do you just like wait for one of them to speak to you, and then you're like, I gotta work with that one? Like, how does the selection process go for you?
Well, it depends. The process is a bit different. More time, I get like a couple rhythms or even enough rhythms, and then the ones that I like feel I want to write on it.
Yeah.
And then I start like sing-sang on it, and then the words come in and the harmonies and melodies and stuff, so I get a song. But there's also like, I'm dreaming songs sometimes.
Yeah.
So I have like lyrics or topics in my head, or even I already have melodies and I start singing, then I write it down, and I try to find a band or a producer who can produce me something that I have in mind.
Right, right.
To
So
sing that song on, yeah.
Because like for as far as like that whole writing process goes, like is there sometimes where like you can hear a song and then like the words start falling out almost, like it just like yeah.
That happened already.
Yeah.
Here and then it happens now. Yeah. It's always a vibes thing. I call it a vibes thing. It must come natural.
Right.
If it now come natural, I prefer don't even write on that rhythm. If me not feel it at all, you know, and yeah. So it's a natural thing still. Yeah. And I think it's also the way it has to be natural.
Right. Like it's gotta be some part of your soul attached to it, right? Like it can't just be for no reason. It can't just be like, oh, I need another check or whatever.
The type of artist who just write songs to write them, or I don't want to sing no, excuse me, I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't want to sing nonsense music.
Yeah.
If I sing a song, I want to have like a topic and some lyrics in it because I want to tell something to the people.
It needs to mean something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. Oh.
That's the old school way.
Yeah. So, is there like a particular place you like to be when you're writing, or is it just wherever you are if the mood strikes you? But is there like a place where you go and you're like, I'm going to try and write today? And is there like a certain mood, a certain place, whether that be physical or mental? You know what I mean? Like.
Well, I write a lot in my living room. Yeah. And sometimes I'm writing in the studio when I get a rhythm and it must be fast, and I get an inspiration, I start write, and maybe in the next 1-2 hours I have a song ready. It depends. Okay. Even quicker, depending on the rhythm and the vibe. But the best vibes actually to write some deep songs, or to write songs anyway, is like I like to write songs in Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different vibe, it's a different feeling there.
Okay.
Yeah. And the nice thing about writing songs I heard is like you write them on a veranda or somewhere out a door.
Right.
And there's always people around. So when time you start exercise and bust the first couple rhymes, you will always already have an answer, or people say, yeah, that one bad, or no, that no good, or, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's a nice place to write songs.
I get what you're saying. It's like the energy of where you are.
Exactly, and the people will understand what I'm singing. Here in Switzerland, it's not necessarily the case all the time, so,
Like,
so there, they fully understand what I am singing, so they can even like participate and tell me, this is a nice topic, or I like the melody, or this word should have changed maybe.
Right.
Whatever,
Yeah. Okay.
But it's still me writing the song, but
right.
I'm open, you know.
Yeah.
If somebody tells me, no, you can't write this is complete, I might think over it again.
Okay. Because like, I'm from North Carolina.
All right.
So, like, I get what you're saying with those vibes, because, like, if you've ever been just, like, thinking of, like, a song or whatever, like, if I'm driving through the mountains, I hear banjos. Like, so it's like, it's that same thing, you know? It's like everywhere has, like, its own energy, and you can kind of, like, feel that, especially when you're trying to do something.
That, you know?
Yeah. When you're trying to do something creative.
I want a rhythm with a banjo in it.
So, like,
special thing.
As far as inspiration goes, like, who would you say has inspired your, like, style, the way that you go about things the most? Like, or not just one artist, but, like, throughout your, like, life, who's inspired you musically?
That's one of the most difficult questions, them, you know, because there is so many good artists that I look up to that are inspiring me when I was a teenager or a picnic. That I love to hear those songs while skateboarding or whatever.
Yeah.
There's so many. I just call a few names. Let's say Buju Banton.
Okay.
Sizzla Kalonji.
All right.
Errol Dunkley.
Like, does it ever change for you, like, as you age as well? Like, what spoke to you about?
Because, you know, I like lovers tunes. I like dancehall tunes, depending on what kind of dancehall. I like reggae. I like modern roots. So I have some artists of every subgenre. So yeah, but Garnet Silk is probably one of the best voices ever in reggae.
Okay.
May his soul rest in peace and in power. Yeah, there's so many. Lee Scratch Perry, which is a friend of mine, which is a real professor
Okay.
for the thing, a real inventor.
You did Eaze with Lee Scratch Perry, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that name sounded familiar. Like, I thought I'd seen that somewhere.
Yeah, Lee Scratch Perry is actually the inventor of dub music.
Okay.
The musical growing father of Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Okay.
And so on and so on. You're supposed to know about him. Otherwise, check Wikipedia.
Well, no, check this out. I found a Wikipedia article on you, but it was not in English. I think it was
German?
Do what?
Maybe German?
Yes, it was German, and so like it's funny because like the languages are kind of close. So like sometimes you can see a word and get a feel for what it means, but other times it's just
because actually German is an Anglo-Saxon language.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
it comes from English.
Yeah, they're similar, and I've always wanted to learn German.
Yeah, do that. It's easy. It'll be easy for you.
So you live in Switzerland right now?
Yeah, I'm based in Switzerland. Yeah, actually, yeah.
That's awesome. So where in Switzerland?
Close to the capital, which is Bern. It's not Zurich, it's Bern.
Bern? Okay.
Bern.
Like that's one thing that I've always been jealous of Europe. There are so many cultures and so many different countries close together like that. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I can drive for like a day and be in the same country. You know, like and that is that really awesome. And did that kind of like did that experience and that being able to just go to different cultures, how has that influenced your life in any way? Like just being able to.
First of all, a real big up to you because many Americans think Switzerland is Sweden. It is not. It's Switzerland.
Yes.
So you know what you're saying. Big up. Yeah, and actually, in this little country, Switzerland, we have like 4 to 5 languages. We have German, then we have the dialect, Swiss German, and some sub-dialects. Then we have French, we have Italian, because we have different parts
right
that are bordering to Germany, Italia, Austria.
Yeah.
So it's a cool place to live and close to other countries, and we have like 4 to 5 languages already here. I speak around like 7 languages if you count the patois, so yeah, it's not way too bad in all aspects to stay in Switzerland or to be based in Switzerland. Yeah.
Like
the air is good, the herbs are good. Maybe not like California, but yeah.
Oh man, that reminds me.
Talk to my lad. You don't know.
That reminds me. I've been meaning to ask, like, where does the name Cookie the Herbalist come from?
All right, that's a funny story.
Okay.
When I was like 14, 15, 16 years old, whatever, we had a jam room where different bands, rappers, artists, whatever,
right.
We jammed together, made music, recorded mixtapes, and back in the time, I never really had time to go home and have dinner, so I always carried some cookies with me. And because my father is Italian, sometimes he brought me some Italian cookies. So I went to that studio and jam room and always eating cookies. So other people started calling me Cookie or MC Cookie or whatever. And then like further away, when I got a bit older and started to know about the herbs and all those things, not only that kind of herbs,
some spices, like right,
all sort of spices and mints and So I put the herbalist after Cookie because I thought it might sound a little more adult.
I got you. That's awesome though.
So and now. I think after all these years carrying that name, I can't change it anymore because people all over the world know me as Cookie the Herbalist. So it's all right. It's a cool name though.
I like it. Like it's unique. Yeah. Like it like it's screams character. Real. Like all the way around. You know.
That's true. It's unique for real. Yeah.
Is your family, like mother and father, are they like really supportive of your career? Are they like happy with what you're doing? Are they pleased like with the whole musical aspect of everything?
Well, like I said, I'm lucky that my parents have ears for good music, and even them, I mean, they travel the world, they know about different cultures. You know what I'm saying? So I think they love my works and what I'm doing in my career, and they are giving me their support, and I think they like what I'm doing, and they're not cussing me for it. So
okay, good. Like So, but your dad's Italian.
As much as they can. My father is like 71. Sometimes he even comes at shows, or even goes to dance hall parties with me. He's cool. He still like the vibe, you know, of reggae and dancehall. So yeah.
But your dad's Italian.
My dad's Italian. Yeah.
Your mother, where is she from?
My mother is Swiss.
Swiss?
But she went to university in England, and then in Italy, that's where she met my father back in the days.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So you're Switalian.
Yeah, I'm half Swiss, half Italian, but I grew up with 4 languages, like from start, like French, Italian, German, English through my mother, and then Spanish came to it, and
I speak half a language.
All these things.
I speak half a language. Like, I don't even know if I have, like, proper English to begin with. Like,
well, what I'm trying to do now, actually, is to speak as proper English as I can with you, because normally I speak the patois chat. So I'm able to speak proper English as you hear, but sometimes it's easier for me to speak the street talk. But anyway, I'll try my best.
Nah, it's cool, man. I like it. Like, I've always been, like, a huge fan of accents and dialects, and I just love hearing... My favorite's Australian. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, Australian? I love a good Australian accent. Like,
and that sounds kind of funny, like some frost-out kangaroos will jump and talk.
Yeah, like New Zealand and Australia, they almost have the same accent. It's a little different, but, like, there's something about that I love. I don't know, man. But, like, Jamaican's right up there. Like, you know, it's like Australian, New Zealand, Jamaican. I don't know.
Well, and even in Jamaica, depending if it's city or countryside,
it'll change.
The patois will change. Yeah.
Like
certain words will change. Yeah,
because like I have like do I have a thick Southern accent for somebody from
So say it again.
Do I have a thick Southern accent for somebody who's from like you know, Europe? Do I sound like an American Southerner to you?
Well, it's hard to say which part of America you're from, actually.
Really?
First, I thought it might be maybe California, but it's not there. Tell me again, where uno did it?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I've never been to North Carolina.
Oh, it's awesome.
Every promoter in North Carolina want me in their club or venue or festival to rock the stage to the max. He's the link. Ken is the link. Yeah? And he's gonna link me. Otherwise, link me on cookietheherbalist.com.
That's awesome, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though, because I wonder how I sound to people from Europe. But there's no real way for me to ask.
Hey, you don't know, it's Cookie the Herbalist, live and direct on Big Bang Radio, North Carolina. To the big wide world, I tell you no. You know what? We tell you no, peace. Cool, no, please. All your manners and your orders in a times like these.
Scotchberry, bless the sun. Let the good time roll. Youth man, hear this. We come to tell you no, peace. Cool, no, please. All your manners and your orders in a times like these. Ease, cool, no, please. And don't forget we pray in a times like these. Ease, cool, no, please. All your manners and your orders in a times like these. Ease, cool, no, please. And don't forget we pray in a times like these. Even though it's hard, you said hard, yeah. We have to turn it to a better. Never stand still, have to climb up the ladder. More education, load the 9 and Beretta. Tall like giant, conquering lion are the real trendsetter. Tough like iron in this time, so ready. Today my cloudy, but tomorrow I go better, go better, go better. You man, we come to tell you no fees. School no please, all your manners and your orders in a times like these. Ease, school no please, and don't forget we pray in a times like these. Ease, school no of creation. Mystical reign in a Jaja kingdom.
Sunshine, blue sky, won't go away. But the love of make me happy, and here I'll stay.
We come to tell you no fees. Cool up, please. All your manners and your orders in a times like these. Ease, cool up, please. And don't forget to pray in a times like these. Ease, cool up, please. All your manners and your orders in a times like these. Ease, cool up, please. And don't forget to pray in a times like these.
Let it go down.
Rastafari, Celestial, Cookie the Herbalist, Lee Scratch Perry, mystical music, higher heights music.
Let it go down. Let it go down. Bless the moon and the stars. Bless the sky. And Cookie the Herbalist.
So, like, what's next for you? Like, what project are you working on currently?
Well, currently, yesterday I was in the studio and recorded a new single for, Perfect Gidimani?
No.
He's a Jamaican reggae artist, quite famous.
Okay.
He's living in America a couple
Okay.
of years now. And he has his own record label now, Gidimani Records. And he's constantly releasing singles and rhythm selections with big artists on it. And I had the chance to voice already like 3 or 4 of his rhythms, which is a good look always.
Okay.
To be on the same selection as some very big artists too. So I voiced the next track for him yesterday. I think it will be released in a couple of weeks or months. And then actually, if you go on iTunes and Spotify and all those platforms, you will find like new songs of mine like every 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
From like producers all over the world and labels. My next step then, I'm trying to get some funds for a new album.
Okay.
Because my last album was last year in 2016, and it was more like a bit of a compilation.
Okay.
Then I had a next official album in 2012, and the very first official album was in 2010.
Okay.
All of them still to be found, iTunes and everywhere. So, you're here, America! We need your support. I don't tell you no. Whatever. So I'm trying to work and get some ideas for that next project.
Okay.
I would have the chance to record it at Tough Gun Studios in Jamaica, whatever. But as you know, from music is not in such a fit state anymore like it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find investors, especially for reggae music.
Okay.
So every time I have a show, I gotta put something away for a next project. Yeah,
Awesome.
If it's me releasing it, of course. If it's another label or so, it's a different thing then. But that's actually my next plan. But I'm constantly voicing songs. Like, you will always find some new Cookie the Herbalist material. And like you said, like, a while ago, me and the legendary Lee Scratch Perry released a nice song and video, like, in September? No, in August, middle of August.
Mm-hmm.
Its name is Eaze, with Z, and there's also a very nice video on YouTube to be found. This song actually entered the global reggae charts on position 20,
Okay.
which is very nice. So thanks to everybody. And then last month, middle of September, I had a next very nice song, an uplifting, positive song called How Many Times.
Okay.
The song is to be found on every platform, of course, and beautiful video on YouTube. Go check it out.
I
and
will.
of course, there's so many songs and videos. Go on the internet and find out about Cookie the Herbalist.
Most definitely, man. It
Yeah.
sounds like you're a hard worker, to say the least. Like, you're just,
Well, I have to.
yeah.
I look like 36, but I'm 22. I have to.
That's awesome, dude. But
It's a joke. Whatever.
nah, man, like, you're you're like a positive dude, man. Like I've done like several of these now, and like just the energy that you're putting off. You seem to love what you do. You seem to just love being in that music, love capturing that energy. It's awesome, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the business side is a hard bread here and then.
Yeah.
But still, me do it for the love
Yeah.
of the music, and also for my fans and myself, because I love to sing and make music. So that comes first. Even though sometimes it's a headache, because the business part can be hard here and then, but we do it for the music, you know.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. Like, it's been a real pleasure talking to you, man.
Same way, likewise.
Like honestly, like I've done a couple of these now, and just you have such a positive energy about you. I love it, man.
Thank you. I appreciate love it. Give thanks.
All right, man. I appreciate you. And
so we good then? That's all?
That's it, man.
All right. So thank you very much. Greet everybody. Greet America. It was a pleasure.
All right.
Thank you very much. Have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Take care now.
Big up.